I'm not going to give you a definition of religion. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take apart the gridlock grammar of all the disastrous dichotomies that were given to us, and we take them as second nature, as how we should see the world, like the subjective and the objective dichotomy, the fact value dichotomy, the is ought dichotomy, right? The theory data dichotomy, and the religion science dichotomy, and the fable that they've had nothing but a relationship of conflict with each other. And once you do that and you take that apart, then you see exactly what you're talking about there.
Yeah.
And for me, that's the deep realization of the transjectivity of relevance realization, that it is before, between, beyond these dichotomies in a really powerful way. And when you break down the fact value dichotomy, you break down what drives us to the default atheism, because the fact value dichotomy makes us, there's a valueless set of facts out there objectively, and all we have is a purely subjective valuation of them in here. But objectively, we ultimately have no value, no real value. And so all we have is, what does he say? Something like the valueless valuing of a valueless world.
Yeah.
That's atheism. That's an atheistic nihilism,
Totally.
right?
And the thing I was appreciating about my sense of what he's saying is he's like saying that, and if you think about it like temporally, right, historically, that in other words, we're in ethos that it's a default atheism, but what I don't think he's saying is like, it doesn't mean that people are walking around with a bunch of conscious propositions about, I
No.
I have a materialistic viewpoint. I don't believe in God. Like, he's not talking about that. He's talking
Uh-huh.
about something much more insidious, right? That
Yes.
basically saying if you are born in this age, in this time, that the very architecture, right, the very like that you live in, the vernacular, the presuppositions, all the things that you do, you will basically live out a nihilistic uh,
Yes.
sense of reality is a kind of a serviceable this is a great another great term of his a serviceable disposability.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you think about that, like that's such it just highlights the time that we're in as being so extraordinary, right? To any other time that without thinking about it, if you're of this time, you will. And how I hear this is he talks about it is look, I'm talking about it from within it. He's saying
Yes.
and he's saying something there, meaning that you get this sense that even if you go and become a monk and live in a monastery, right? You can't escape this thing, right? That there's something to be confronted here.